Now, Joe Gibbs Racing newest Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series driver, Daniel Suarez. Daniel, I know this has been a whirlwind of a day for you so far. Pretty busy right now, aren't you?
It's been relaxed. It's been a lot going on for sure, but we're having a lot of fun.
All right, we'll go ahead and open the floor for questions. We'll start over here with Holly Kane and then move around the room here.
Congratulations, Daniel, on everything. I want to ask you. We've just found out the new Drive for Diversity class was announced, and I wondered for you, now that you're in the Cup Series, looking back, how important was that program to you and to your career? Would you say?
It was very important for sure. It helped me a lot to go through the K&N series. But at the same time, a lot of people that has been on my side from Mexico, they've been helping me a lot, and I believe that the most important part of my racing career, they've been helping me through all the transition, the tough times here in moving to the United States through the K&N series and making the step to Jockey racing. Doing my debut in the NASCAR Xfinity Series just a couple years ago. But definitely this program was very helpful as well.
All right, let's go right here. I think it's Bob, and then we'll get over to Kelly Crandall and then back over here.
Bob Hockers, ESPN. Since the announcement a couple of weeks ago, what have you been doing to prepare?
Well, I would like to say not much, but that's not true. It's been a lot going on. In the racing, pretty much every day I've been in the racing, getting to know more Dave Rogers and my entire 19 team. It's been very cool to see the way that they work, because definitely it's quite a bit different than Xfinity team. And it's been good to learn new things, to learn the way that they do everything, the way that they prepare before the weekend, the race weekend, and it's been a lot of going on, trying to learn everything as quick as possible. I know that there's still a long ways to go. We still have some time before Daytona. We're still working in some things that I have to learn still. Hopefully we can do it in the right way.
All right, we'll go here, then we'll hop back up this row, right here, and then over back in the back.
Kelly Crandall, Racer.com. Daniel, your new crew chief, Dave Rogers, said that he watched you a couple years ago when you first made some ARCA starts, and the thing that stood out was you sat in a really good car, but you made mistakes, but it showed him that you have talent, just a lot of learning to do. And then he said, in December, he approached you after you won the Xfinity title and said you made intelligent decisions, you deserve to be a champion because of how you grew over the year. What do you remember about that conversation?
Yeah, Dave, he's an amazing crew chief, and he's an amazing person as well. I'm getting to know him more and more in both sides, as a crew chief and as a person, and it's been very fun to get along with him more and with the entire 19 group. But yeah, actually he mentioned that to me. He mentioned that he watched me since the very first time I jumped into the ARCA car and into Xfinity car, and the same thing that you just mentioned, that he was very proud of what I did last year, not just for the speed, but as well for the material that I guess I show on the racetrack, and he's super excited. He was super excited to have a car for this year, and now that all this changed, he said, "Man, the goal is the same. We are going to go out there with a rookie driver that is hungry to be successful and to be strong and to learn as quick as possible and to try to win races." And that's exactly what we're going to try to do.
Hey, Daniel, Jeff Gluck from jeffgluck.com. Yesterday, Kyle Busch was asked about you and how you come up to him for help and stuff like that, and he kind of dropped a Daniel Suarez impression a little bit of your accent a little bit. I'm wondering, do you have a Kyle Busch accent that you could demonstrate for us?
Man, that's a good one. But I guess if I try to do his accent, you guys won't be able to understand me. But because I try to like he talks to me sometimes, and I feel like he's just super fast, and I can understand half of the words that he's saying to me. But I guess he's the same way with me. He can understand half of the words that I'm trying to say to him. But no, honestly, Kyle has been nothing but great to me in the entire 2015 season. Like he mentioned yesterday, I used to. Sometimes I'm still, but I used to bother him every single week to ask him for help, to ask him for advice, and that showed in the racetrack right away. So, I'm just very, very proud to call him a friend now, and to have that confidence and go out to him and ask him a question, and that I'm sure that he will answer that question in the right way. So definitely he's been a huge part of my racing career in the National Series to be here sitting with you guys right now.
Hey, Daniel, Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. All of a sudden, you're in a Rookie of the Year race right now. How do you size up that battle? You've got yourself and Ty Dillon and Eric Jones, a couple of guys that you've become real acquainted with racing against the last few years.
I think it's going to be very cool. Obviously, Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, we know each other very well. We raced together in the NASCAR Xfinity Series already more than 1 year. So we know each other well. We get along very well. And for me, something that is very cool is to see how slowly all these group of drivers we've been making our way up now to the Cup level. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I believe that you guys will enjoy it as much as we are going to enjoy it. So looking forward to it, and hopefully we can do it start in the right way in the Daytona 500.
All right, let's go in the back over here, and then way in the back. We'll try to get over here to George and Gordon and Greg too if we've got enough time. Got about 3 minutes left.
Jacob Seelman, Performance Motorsports Network. Daniel, kind of a follow-up from what Jeff said a minute ago, but we've heard the coach and we've heard Kyle talk about how you would just blow Kyle's phone up, and now you get to be teammates with him. Does that change the dynamic at all this year, knowing that you're racing as teammates in the Cup Series, but at the same time, yeah, you're a rookie, but you want to beat him if you can too?
Yeah, well, that's going to be interesting. I don't really know the exact answer to that. I do know that Kyle, like I said, we race each other in the NASCAR Xfinity Series a lot, and he was still super helpful, and he was still giving me a lot of advice. So I don't really know how that's going to change in the Cup Series yet. I'm sure that we are going to still sharing a lot of information, and I'm going to still asking him a lot of questions, maybe. And I think it's going to be fun. Now we're going to be racing, obviously, in the Cup level, but I'm the same person. I'm the same Daniel Suarez than a couple years ago. Just not shy to go out there and ask questions to a veteran driver, and hopefully I can get the right answers to be a better person and a better driver. And like I said, Kyle was super helpful, and Kyle obviously he's been the most helpful, but the entire Jockey Racing family, Matt Kenseth, he's been helpful as well. Carl Edwards, super helpful, not just in the racetrack, but out of the racetrack as well. And Denny Hamlin in Darlington, he helped me a lot. Every single driver in this family has been great to me. Obviously, Kyle the most. And now I'm looking forward to be a teammate of them in the Cup level.
All the way in the back there.
Hi, Michael Tomzig with NPR. What does it mean to you to represent your home country in NASCAR's top circuit, and also be a person that young Latinos can look to for as a role model and as to show a career path that could be available to them?
For me, it's great. For me, it's amazing to be able to be a role model for so many future new drivers or so many fans here in the United States, American fans obviously, and as well Latin American fans. I don't want to say Mexican fans, because honestly in the last few months I have seen how a lot of people from the entire Latin American community follow the sport, and they've been following me my racing career. So it's been a lot of fun, going through this journey, and I'm really looking forward for the future. I think that this is going to just get better and better, and I'm super excited to be in this position. And obviously, I feel very lucky to be the driver that can represent all this community.
Well, Daniel, thank you for sharing time with us today. We